Greetings. uh, let's take a couple of breaths together first. It's all good. It's all good. Greetings and welcome to the first officially named Soliloquy podcast episode number 1. Episode exactly. So, let me get in. Don't worry. Let me get in. I'll be right. I'll be right with you. Jalapeño. Okay. So, hello and greetings to the marvelous show. What's up, guys? Welcome to the first officially named Soliloquy podcast. The name Soliloquy has a meaning, as always. I'm gonna explain it later someday. Just know that's the name of the podcast, episode 1. And this episode is gonna be rated 3 jalapeppers for muy caliente, because today's discussion is gonna be a bit on the on the TD side. I don't know how to say it. So like, I just want everyone to know the conversation I'm having here with myself is just to figure out the solutions to the discussions, or just figure out what is happening, what's going on. I'm not attacking anybody or trying to get anyone's feelings hurt, so don't get your knickers and or boxers in a twist, and just chill, listen to the conversation, and add whatever you need to add if you feel like you need to add something. It's all love, I don't really give a shit about anything that hasn't to do with, just growth, I guess, but I do think it's important to talk about this type of stuff. And today we're talking about, that was too long of an intro if you ask me, but we're talking about modern relationships. We are not talking about modern relationships. I'm talking about modern relationships. And the reason I want to talk about this topic is because it is something that I think a lot about. It is something that I talk a lot about in my music, more my own personal experiences, and how I've handled and not handled these kind of things. And now I just want to kind of like start the conversation. This is such a big piece. I don't think we can just I think I'm gonna have to make another episode, because I do think this is a thing we can like keep coming back to. And if I learn something more, or if I find something else out, I can always bring that back. So that's definitely gonna be a topic we're always gonna come back to. So yeah, modern relationships. I have a little bit of notes here. I'm a bit more prepared than I was last time, just a little bit. This time I didn't get as much help on answers on the Instagram. No worries. Do what I do. I got this shit upside down. Goddamn. Hold up. Right. Okay. Anyway, so I wrote some shit down. Like, I literally just wrote down the symptoms, because I feel like it is kind of a sickness to a degree. And when I say here, I'm generalizing when I'm talking about men and women. I'm not mean all men and all women. I'm generalizing for the sake of having this conversation. Like I said, muy caliente, because every time I talk about this topic with men and with women, shit gets kind of heated, like from both sides. And as always, I'm just kind of in the middle somewhere. So let me just get right to it. Like, what the fuck is going on? Why are we not able to relate or have relationships like they used to in the past? And are the relationships in the past even better? Or maybe it's just like nostalgia, or we don't even fucking know. You were married in the 60s, something like that. But I think with freedom, today's freedom that comes always, how do you say it? Freedom has a price, and the price of freedom, I'd say, is a bit of chaos. And right now we're kind of suffering from that chaos, and we don't really have no guidance, or I don't even know I don't even know what is lacking. It's just something is lacking between men and women, the relationship there. So I don't know, should I just go off the top? I wrote some shit down. First of all, let me establish what I feel like the relationship between men and women is right now. It is kind of I don't know, it's not a good relationship in a way. I feel like, especially with the modern feminism and all that, it's kind of got, how you say, like, this is a problem. I need to be open and direct. So that's why I gave my warning, because the last thing I want is to say something and somebody get hurt because of that. That is not my intent. I just want to get this shit out, like put it out into the world to see how it calibrates what people think, so I can learn too from that. So I need to be very blunt and very strict. So don't take it too close to heart. What I'm trying to say is, uh, the feminist movement is kind of hijacked to a certain degree. I feel like if you look at the definition of feminism, it should be like, someone who is a feminist believes that women are equal to men, which is, yeah, But on the other hand, what is happening right now is that feminism is equating women are better than men. And I feel like that's kind of counterproductive. Like, we shouldn't be going from one extreme to the other. While the last, I don't know, thousands of years, I don't know, men have been in control and have had the thumb on the bum. I don't, the thumb in the bum. I don't, I don't know. Men were more in control, and we are not balanced out. Meaning, men didn't had something to check them. So all the shitty things that happened throughout history because of men, obviously not just because of men, but when men are in control, happened because we were not balanced. It was very patriarchy, and now they're just trying to build a matriarchy. So that is just like disproportionate just for the woman. And I thought that wasn't. I thought that wasn't the goal. I thought the goal was to make it equal for both. Because in the end, that is the thing that we should hope for. That is the best outcome. We should all hope for that everyone gets treated well. Everyone, no matter age, race, gender, whatever. But it's always a divide and conquer, if you ask me. So if men and women are fighting, even the idea of marriage and family gets attacked, just so that is weak. Because I feel like we need a support system as humans, and like the closest support system we have is our family. And if you don't, your partner, if you don't have that, you cannot communicate. You cannot become a community with other people. I feel like it's always like one small circle and then a bigger circle. So you have the community in your household, and if you have a good household community, you might even have a good community in your building, and then you might even have a good community in your village or city, whatever, wherever you're from, wherever you live. So that would be the goal. Specifically, that would be the goal. That would be the goal. Yeah, I'm not as sharp as I'm today. I'm kind of tired, but we're getting this anyway. So now that I established that shit, let me get to the symptoms. I literally wrote down the symptom. First symptom, simp kings, simping. What is simping? I think everybody knows what simping is, but the word has gotten so overused that we don't know anymore what it means. Here's how I define it. Simping to me is doing extra shit for someone that is not even is not interested in you, but is deliberately just keeping you on, playing you on to receive whatever you're giving them, being attention or even money. We have that whole online e-girl shit nowadays. So the simp, in the end, like, the nature of the simp is he doesn't value himself enough to realize that. He thinks, I have no value, so if I keep giving and giving something, maybe she will value that enough to value me. And I'm gonna be real honest with you. Women have been simps for far longer than men. Women have literally been chasing after men who do not want them, or just use them for sex. Technically, they just fuck them and then just leave them to the side. And now, see, this is what happens when you go to the extreme and you don't keep shit balanced. The same shit will pop up just on different sides. I will get back to that later. Put a note in that. So, if you're a simp and you're just out there, you're looking for for love, but you're not really looking for love. You're looking for validation. You're looking for someone that tells you, here you go, you were good little buddy, you this, you are worthy of happiness and whatever and people, you know. So you're not really whatever you're not even gonna find that. You're not gonna find it in the other people because it's the same shit I talked last time. Nothing in the outside world can make you happy. All comes from within. But still, I get it. I've simped. My boy is a simp. I would call myself more romantic. I've only simped for, I don't know, man. I'm not trying to like better myself. I've simped for a couple of girls to be honest, but I'm on the romantic side and I'm just a fool. I'm just a fool. I'm a fool I love. Ooh. Anyway, I need to gather myself. This is very everywhere and not very focused. I hope you bear with me till I like get my thoughts right. I just need a little bit of time. This time a bit longer till I get into the flow and just let it all out. Let's take some breathers again. So you gotta make sure what you want to say before you say it. You gotta make sure what's the point of what you're saying. My point is, I don't even know. Do I want to explain like simping? Like most people know what simping is. What is the problem with simping? I'll come to that later. But simping is not per se something bad because that is what kind of what love is. Do you put the person above you, but not in a way that hurts you. That is the important part. That is where the lines of simping and just being a good decent dude gets kind of blurry because let's simple. If you are giving more than you're receiving, then you should probably think about the interaction that you're having. So you know, if you're going to a store and you're paying for $12 of something, but you only get $6 of something, you don't even get shit. You just go into the store to pay, and then you get out like, I love that store. Maybe not. Maybe instead of looking for a girl to simp over, maybe simp for yourself, because this is a very good point that I thought about today. Like a simp, or a lot of people, maybe all of us, we're looking for a person that we can put on this pedestal, the person that we can be like, oh, that is my happiness, my all, my boo. But you should put yourself on that pedestal. You should see yourself as your boo, as your number one, your happiness, and then you will see like you will actually do all the shit that you've been doing for the girls, whatever it is, you should be doing for yourself. And once you start doing that shit for yourself, you will actually give results. So that's just one of the symptoms, the simping. I feel like I'm actually more disorganized with notes than without notes. That's kind of strange, but anyway, let me get that shit out. So, first symptom is simping. Second symptom is the thottery. The thottery out here in the streets. Ooh, Lord. I don't have anything against thoughts. I just personally don't have to have anything to do with them. Like if I know you're a thought, or I'm a slut shamer, if I know you're like you're just a hoe, you know, if I know you're a hoe, I don't really want to have anything to do with you personally on that level. Like if you're a cool person and we can hang out, and I know, yeah, she fucks and sucks a lot of dudes off, you know, I'm like whatever. But if you a thought or a hoe and you're a cunt on top, and you're being a bitch, you know, you're just being a bad fucking person, then I'm sorry. We don't do that here. So what's up with that? Let me define the thottery again. What I think it's thottery. For those that don't know that, probably a lot of people don't know that this side of the Atlantic Ocean, thought means that hoe over there. Which, okay, I mean, it makes sense, but I don't think that it fits as well with the modern thing that we think about it. Like the most recent thing that we think about. In the Dominican Republic, there is a saying, there is a word for that. It's called chapeadora, which means a woman that is out for money, or just trying to suck you out, you know, just trying to get something from out of you. which is fair. We all want to get something from something. We don't just do shit to because of it, but whatever. So my definition of a thought is just, how would I define that? So a woman, a girl, whatever you want to call it, because even these young girls out here thotting around. Yeah, it is what it is. Today's time, strange times indeed. Anyway, so let's say a woman is out there. What is he trying to get? There's two different kinds. There's the one type of woman that is the most understandable, if you ask me. That is the woman that is out for financial or monetary gain. Let's be all honest. Men are fucking assholes. It is what it is. It is kind of in our nature to a certain degree. But on the other hand, you kind of like that too. So, But because men are assholes, women who are now more empowered and not smarter, they've always been smart, but they're like they're more free to use, they're more free to use their brains and shit. Before they were like, darling, we don't use the brain here. Just, anyway, I should start with that joke. That is not. Anyway. What was I saying? I was saying about, right, so women are now empowered to use what they got. They just figured out, what, fuck these niggas. I just gonna get what I wanna get. Maybe some money, maybe I just wanna get some dick, and then fuck them. Which is fucking fair. Good. Do you. But on the other hand, that's like those who go for monetary gain. If that's what you want, like I said, do whatever the fuck you wanna do. The other hand, those that think the women those are more hoes than thoughts, they just want the dick. I feel for them. I don't like that, but I feel for them because women, the difference between men and women is men want to fuck a lot different, like different colors, different taste, everything. Every day something different. It's an ice cream shop. Get a good taste. Anyway, women want a good taste. Women have particular taste. I'm not just talking about dick taste. I'm talking about men. I'm talking about the type of men that you are. So men want to walk into an ice cream store. I want vanilla, I want chocolate, I want banana pudding, I want this. And women just want to find that one ice cream for them. The way we've been set up, the way we've been switched up is that now women feel like they want what men want, and they are out here trying to get dick and trying to fill their hole. I'm not talking about the vaginal hole. I'm talking about the emotional hole of emptiness that this life leaves upon us all. I'm just saying, like, they think that will make them happy, and you will figure out that hole can't be filled, at least not that one. Wink, wink. So they just go out and they fuck, and for a moment, they might feel good about themselves. They might feel good for what they're doing. Sex makes you feel good. But then afterwards, they don't feel happy again, and maybe they even feel a bit degraded. So they go out again and try to find that happiness and go suck and fuck. But you are not men, women. And man, he could do that. Like, for real, like, I believe a man could just be happy just fucking. If he gets to fuck some different bitches all the time, he don't give a fuck. Man, I don't give a fuck, But women, they're gonna be like, oh my god, I've had this and this and this. It's not even like the amount of dicks that bothers them. I feel like it's more that they haven't found that one dick. Because even it's biologically, like, it's in us that men want to spread their seed to as many women as possible so they can make sure to spread out their fucking genes, and women want to get the seed from the best possible candidate. So that's even logical if you ask me. So all this women out here trying to be men, listen, all these women out here trying to be men, and all by thoughting, and the men trying to be like women by simping. And I don't mean that women simp naturally. Women are natural simpers. Women are naturally inclined to be nicer, to be more how do you say it? To be more appealing, to be just, I don't even know how to say it, but I hope you get what I mean. While men are naturally more inclined to be more fuck boys, I guess. I don't know. Even though that's also a fucking thing that I'm not. I didn't even wrote that down in my note, but we're gonna get to that later on. That's actually a good point to get onto. So it's just kind of in our nature. Now, right now, we're being out of nature. We're being out of balance. Like I said, I'm generalizing here. Everyone is fucking different. Everyone, there's some girls who like this and some men who like that. I'm talking about whole world generalizations. So let's get to fuckboys then, because I didn't even wrote fuckboys down as a problem. But if I go on fuckboys, I need to go on to like simping girls too. So fuckboys, that is comes later on. Fuckboys, fuckboys are just doing what men do. It sounds bad, but they just do what men do. I don't have a problem with men who like to fuck and fuck different women, many women. So like morally speaking, from my high horse, whatever, do what you gotta do. What I dislike, what I don't really appreciate, and can't like, I don't respect that shit, is if you're lying to a girl, telling her, yeah, I love you, peepapo, let's go in the bow. I don't know. And then like make her think she got feelings, you got feelings for her, so you can fuck her, and then you ghost disappear. We're gonna get onto that later on. That causes something. I call that the cycle of hurt. So if you want to be a fuckboy, be fucking honest about it. And I tell you, most women, they will probably appreciate your honesty more than they will be like, of course, a lot gonna be like, okay, no, thank you. But if you tell them, that's how I do it. I straight up, I tell like, I'm not looking for a relationship. If you're still down to boogie, we can still boogie. But other than that, I don't feel it. It's not. That's a different topic. Why? That's a different topic. It's a more personal topic. But whatever. Honesty should be more on point than just trying to fuck. And like I would appreciate that. Like if a girl realizes like, okay, I'm coming on to her, I'm hitting her, and I'm a little bit simping for her. I feel like it is in girls' responsibility to fucking be honest with all the guys. Tell them, yo, you being friend zone, dude. Like, stop being like this. Obviously, in a kind, nice way, because you know how dudes are sometimes. Like, well, fuck you too, bitch, and shit. But that's just assholes. That's just human assholeness, I'd say. So honesty, like, would be the point. Would be the would be the. I'm missing so many words today. I lost them at home. Fuck boys. I think we're done with fuck boys. Let's go on to simping girls. Listen, simping girls. Many of you probably have daddy issues. I'm not gonna lie. Many of you are probably didn't get the attention that you needed in school, or maybe felt left out or something, and now you're chasing either bad boys or unavailable men. It's the same shit with simp boys, bro. You just like stop trying to put these people on a pedestal and put yourself on a pedestal. I'm actually getting ahead of myself because like I'm already talking about 2 steps ahead. It is pretty much the same. If you don't value yourself, nobody's gonna value you. So you're gonna be out there simping. You're gonna be out there trying to find the happiness that you cannot find. But, bro, come on. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself. With simping girls, I ain't got a lot to say on that because it's pretty much the same with the simping boys and shit. Just fucking love yourself, dude. What the fuck? So, thirst trapping. The fucking internet, dog. I fucking love the internet, but at the same time, it is probably the worst thing that has ever happened to us. So imagine you just scrolling on your IG, Twitter, whatever you use, Facebook, right? And you see voluptuous titties, soft ass boobies and butts, and a lot of thirstiness going on around here. this is an interesting symptom of the times, like the thirst trap. Girls are literally putting out pictures like of themselves to get likes and maybe get a sponsor and shit. It's a hustle, I get it. Like the times we're living is so fucking funny, dog. The the effect, the symptom is not like, oh, look at these girls showing off their bodies and shit. Like, no, no, no. The symptom is girls realized, hold up, there are a lot of lonely, thirsty boys out there that we could not use, but we could like use the situation kind of in a way, like, I like my body, I put some pics up, make some money out of it, but we don't understand what it does to us, to all of us fucking mentally. On the one hand, if you're a woman and you're always seeing those banging motherfucking bodies, you start feeling bad about yourself and that shit. And on the other hand, if you're a guy and you don't get girls or you don't get girls like that, you start feeling bad about yourself. You're like, damn, and you get horny and shit, but you can't. Oh my god, man. That shit. I feel like that shit is fucking us up a lot because it's kind of like pulling a bow back until it until it comes. No, until it, I don't know, explode or something. Anyway, so thirst trapping. I think I actually enjoy thirst trapping now. I see it as an exercise because I like to train my mind to be non-reactive, be just observing. So what I do when I'm on IG, I will scroll on the discovery page and shit, and I will look at it at the pictures of girls that come up, but I will look at it passingly. I won't let it affect me or let me get like, ooh, you know what I'm saying? So that I use it as a training. So when I'm outside, I don't feel when you see a girl, sometimes you're like, oh damn, no, people. I feel like that is a weakness. That is a sign of low self-control. Of course, it's not the same as, oh, I'm gonna touch her, but on this, for me, it's a sign of I want to get strong like on that level too, because bro, I'm a history fan. If you may have known, one of the greatest Roman emperors, Marcus Aurelius, if I remember correctly, who had lived an almost perfect life to nearly the end of his life, where I think he got fucked over, he got seduced to some shit, and like in the end, this nigga was like 60 or something, and he got brought down by some pussy, bro. Because that's the problem. Pussy has power, and dick has power, and we need to understand how to control it and how to use it in the right way. Because if not, the world will fucking get out of balance and shit. We need the fucking pussy and dick avatar. So thirst traps and shit. When we go from thirst trap, they're making use of incels. Incels are involuntary celibates, they don't fuck at all. And involuntary is because nobody wanna fuck them. That's what it is. Involuntary celibate, they're kind of in the they're, how you call it, they're casualties of war between the gender wars that is going on right now. They're just casualty of war because they don't understand. They're either not heard enough to be a fuckboy or a thought, or they're not weak enough to be simping out there, or like they are not desperate enough to try or something. They're just plain bad at it. They just don't have whatever it takes. I don't know what it takes, dog, to be honest, but I'll find out. I'll figure it out. Don't worry about that. So incels, that's kind of, I don't even like the term incels because it puts sex on a vital, how do you say, not vital, a necessity. Sometimes it's a necessity, but I'm talking about that word was really big during COVID season. What the fuck? See, I'm missing a lot of words today. It's not priority. It's not a top priority. It puts sex on a priority. Like if you are not fucking, which goes back to the thirst trap and all that. Like if you're always seeing all these girls, these beautiful girls, and you're pulling back the bow, but you can't let that shit out. It just makes you more jacked up, and that is what makes you weak in the end. Like, because you're always on the tension, you're constantly. But yo, calm the fuck down, dude. Let that go. You don't get no pussy. You don't get no pussy. It is what it is, dog. Listen, we've been made to believe that, like, sex and having many sexual partners at a young age already. You need to have fucked with 17 already. This dude and this girl, whatever. That is such an important part that we feel less of human beings, less people, less worthy, less whatever, because we're not smashing out here, because we're not swapping fluids and shit. Like, that's not that big a point. Because look, I fucked girls. I fucked a girl. I remember one girl specifically that I was fucking, it was good. You know what I'm saying? I was fucking, it was good. But mid fucking, I got two thoughts. Like, the first thought was like, it's a weird thought to have. Like, I could be doing something else right now. Like, it was good, but it wasn't as good as my imagination and what we think as a society. Like, oh, what sex is and shit. It was just, yeah, we were fucking, we was having fun and shit. But I thought like I could be doing something else right now that I enjoy much more than this. And on the other hand, I thought like, hold up, what if I would actually feel something for that person? What if that person would actually be really important to me? That might make it a little bit, probably more than a little bit better. So don't take that shit too heavy. So if you have never fucked, of course it might feel like you're missing out on El Dorado or something, but it's only as good as the partner you're doing it with. And you can ask the thotties and the hoes out there who are fucking but are still not happy, and if you're happy and you're enjoying your fuck, like, good for you. Go get your fucking dick, go get your pussy. I don't, just do you. But if you feel like you aren't happy even with that, then fucking stop. What the fuck? Just don't. Please stop. Get some help. I think I'm not done with the incels. Am I done with the incels? Maybe. No babies for the incels, though. Let me go to the second part of the discussion. I don't think next time I'm gonna make a fucking, like, notes like this, because this has me way too locked and then I lose shit. I just want to be more free flow. So, the cause. Why? I have like a couple points I wrote down. Let me first start with the circle of hurt. No, let me first start with the Disney syndrome. I make up my own names for this type of shit. The Disney syndrome is a thing we're suffering from. Everybody that grew up with Disney after maybe Aladdin, Tarzan, maybe like that, maybe earlier. So since we were little, girls, it's a mixed message thing. Like, on one hand, boys are told to be Prince Charming and whatever, and on the other side, girls are told to be the princess, right? Boo boo boo. The idea is that there is this one person that will complete you, that will make you whole, make you happy, make you everything. If you remember what we was talking about before, that is exactly the point. There is not one person that's gonna make you happy. There's no one person that's gonna fulfill you and fill you whole. I'm gonna keep using that phrasing. I don't care how it sounds. So if you want your whole filled, really fucking good. It's not one person that can. You need at least two people to fill that hole good. No, okay, I'm done. Fuck, I lost my point. That's what you get for making jokes like that. So the Disney syndrome, they just made us think like we all have our Jasmines and our motherfucking Meg. Meg is fucking hot. Not from Hercules. No, Meg. We all know Meg. We like Meg. Not Meg the Stallion though. Meg the Stallion also, But fuck, man, I'm way too cloudy for this shit. There's not one person gonna fucking come and swoop in and save you and make you feel good about yourself and everything else. Obviously, it sounds without even thinking about it. Like I said, the person that you're looking for is your motherfucking self. So the Disney, do you say Disney or Disney? Disney fucking syndrome gives birth to the circle of hurt. The circle of hurt is what I call also the circle of assholes, or the rim of rims, whatever. So you're looking for your number one, right? You're looking for your Disney princess or your Disney prince. You're looking for the love of your life, and you go out into this world, and for some reason, you don't act like a you don't act like a Disney princess or a Disney prince. You just break out in song, la la la. But there's something subconscious in you that still kind of guides you to that thing. And let's say, let me start with the boys, because first of all, I am a boy, and like I probably think like more dudes are gonna watch this than girls. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I have a good female audience. Shout out to you. But let's say you're a boy and you're looking for your special princess, and you're a nice guy. You're because like it makes sense to me. Like if you if you like someone, why wouldn't you be nice to that person? Like you like them, shouldn't you be like good to them so they like you back? That's a crazy theory. Anyway, I'm a bit salty about that to this day, but still, like I said, I'll figure this shit out. So you find this girl, and you think, you gotta be Prince Charming, so you try to sweep her off her feet and be all romantic and shit, right? Wink, wink. So you get your ass ripped. That's what happens. So you get either shut down or made fun of or whatever, and that breaks your little fucking heart. And in that little tear of your heart seeps in darkness and hate, and out of that nice boy, a fuck boy gets created. So now he doesn't give a fuck about love. All he wants to do is fuck his hurt away. Like even if he's fucking with 28, he's still trying to fuck the hurt away from the first love that broke his heart when he was 11 or 12 or something like that, even sooner, whatever. So now you have a fuckboy created, and the fuckboy walks around. You can't live by the way I walk. Nah, I'm a woman's man. No time to talk. And so he's out there, and now there's this nice girl, this nice Disney princess who wants to find her Prince Charming. So here comes the sneaky, lying ass nigga trying to be like, hey, I'm your Prince Charming, pee-pop-po, let me get up in them thongs. And then they fuck, or whatever. And the dude does what dudes do. I'm sorry, I need to calm down. The dude does what dudes do, and he's an asshole to her, and then disappears, whatever. And now her little heart is broken, and in that crack seeps the darkness and hate. And a nice girl, a thotty is created. And now we have hurt people, hurting people, creating more hurt people, who hurt people, who hurt people, who hurt people. And yeah, we fucked. We fucked, pretty much fucked. That's the cycle of hurt, which comes from the shit I said before. I'm not high, by the way. I might look like it, but I'm not. I'm just very tired. And social media. And see, this is good that it's good to have some notes, because I'm not completely off, so I can like sway and like, okay, social media. So the cycle of hurt just gets made worse. Just gets worse through social media. First of all, also with the thirst traps and the e-girls and simping and the fuck boys and toxic future type of guys, which is kind of funny as a meme, but all of that shit. Social media kind of just ramps that shit up. Because on one hand, like depending on the algorithm and shit, you're always being shown, like depending on what you like to see, you might be always being shown like couples and shit, and then you might feel bad about yourself. It's always about feeling bad about yourself. Like I feel like the whole world is just trying to feel like, you ain't shit, go buy shit. Which is idiotic. Anyway, so they just just gets ramped up to a whole other level. Like I said, the internet is a good thing, but with everything new, bad sides also come to it. So, so I don't even know. I think like I covered the social media pretty well with the thirst traps and the incels part. But like, it does make it easier to like get to know people. It also does make it easier to get hurt by people. It makes it easier to like to there's like a hierarchy based on how fuckable you are. Like if you are very fuckable, you're higher than someone who's less fuckable and something like that. If you wanna base your value on people on that, like okay, good for you, but there's probably more than that. I don't even know if I have anything to say on social media. Like social media is pretty much like everything that we just talked about just gets amplified by social media because it's quicker, it's accessible, and it's social media is the new Disney programming, Disney syndrome or something. And now we all feel like there's like it's a two, how do you say it? Two-bladed sword. It's a sharp sword. It's a motherfucking knife, okay? You can't. I feel like there is someone for everybody out there. I do believe in fate and shit like that, but I don't think like that person is gonna fix all your problems, is gonna solve. And as soon as that person comes into your life, everything is gonna be magically fixed and shit. And I feel like that is what a lot of people. I used to be like that too. That's why I'm saying this. Like that's what we are for, and that's what we being fed. That's what like we want to get, I guess. But like the more you're trying to, if you have an idealized picture of something in your head, you're never gonna find a real thing, you know. So if you're like, I'm trying to find an example here. You have like the perfect girl in your head, the perfect girl with everything and this and that, and she would help me with this and you know, like all the solutions is her, and you will never see something good that's walking right next to you. You know, you will always go for the thing that might seem closer to the illusion, but even that will never be as will never be real, will never be like you think it will be, like that picture you have in your head. And like for going for perfect, you disregard the good. Perfect is not possible for no one except for God. I don't want to bring God into our conversation, but you know it is what it is. And I feel like trying to change that perfectness, that every little thing, oh, I don't know, like if you break up because you don't like this, you don't like that, or whatever, like breaking up about small shit, it's kind of bumming. Shit kind of bumming me out, to be honest. Let's move on. What do I have? Do I have some positive shit to say too? I wrote down some solutions, even though I said there ain't no solutions. This is the points. This is how far I've thought about it. And when I think about it later on, I might get some new points to that. The first thing that I wrote down is I don't fucking know, dog. This shit is okay. This shit is pretty wild. This shit is pretty wild. I don't really know how we could start, because the problem is if we would even be in a position where we can talk honestly and openly to each other, that might be better. But right now we're like at war with each other, so we cannot even talk in a way we don't get offended about each other, we don't get blah 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 about each other. So it's a real difficult thing to do. But I wrote down, now this is the part that I was actually most scared about to talk, because whenever you say shit like that, like well, women need to do this and men are this, and people get fucking, people get mad. Like I said, we just talking, we just trying to have a conversation here. So I wrote fucking down, listen, women want to have a strong man. What does this, but this is where the balance and not the extremism comes in. What is a strong man? For the last, I don't know how many centuries, a strong man would have been someone that might have even be oppressive. You understand? Someone is aggressive, dominant, blah blah blah, putting all this shit out. And for the reason in modern times we have been fed, that's also part of the Disney syndrome, that boys need to be in touch with their emotions, and we need to be soft and sensitive, and on the other hand, girls are strong, girls can do this and this and this, which both is fucking correct. Now, women can be strong and men can be sensitive, but these things are not independent from one another. You understand? So, a strong woman by herself and a sensitive man by himself is not the point of shit. Okay? But a sensitive woman that is strong with a man and a strong man that can be sensitive with his woman, I feel like that is where the balance lie. And when I say sensitive, I don't mean weak, because sensitivity doesn't mean weakness. If you look at, I'm going in on the fucking other lane right now. If you look at the Taoist philosophy from the Chinese philosophy, which is very feminine, it says softness overcomes hardness. Yeah, I think that was what I said. It's like, be water, my friend. That is also a very feminine principle. Water is a feminine element. Just because sensitivity, because we've been in such a male-dominated society, we always see the strength as strength and sensitivity as weakness. And now instead of like, we cannot fucking hold middles. We just fucking go to extremes. Like, instead of going like, we need to be strong men, we need to be there because as a man, it is our duty to provide and protect for our family, our community, our friends. That's how I would define a man. I don't know, many other people have different definitions for that, but like, I don't give a fuck how sensitive and emotional you are. If you're not able to provide and protect for your family, you're not a man. You understand? But on the other hand, if you provide and protect for your family, but you beat your wife and you're just in general a fucking asshole, then you're not a man either. You're an oppressor. You're the excuse for that. You're just being an asshole, because sometimes you need to be an asshole. You need to say, hey, that doesn't go, to be able to get what you need to get. But you can't go overboard with that shit. You can't just go fucking, all those fucking cliches. Women belong to the kitchen. Women don't know what they're doing and all that shit. Shut up, bitch. Shut up. I would actually like to tell a bitch to shut up, but like sexy, like shut up, bitch. But fuck. Hold up. And like, we have been told that we need to be more sensitive and more caring, but at the same time, we haven't been told that you need to mix the strength with the sensitivity. Just like women can't just be out here just like, I'm an independent woman, I like this, and this is, if this makes you happy, again, if that is what you want, good. But I feel like sometimes women do this independent shtick because they think like that's what a man wants. Like, oh, a man wants, like, I have this driving theory, which is not my theory, it's just something that Patrice O'Neal once said, and I kind of, not even Patrice O'Neal said that. Danica Marie put that. Check her out on YouTube. She's also very talks a lot about this specific topic about men and women relationships and shit. Very interesting. She said, naturally, like I said, men are the driver and women are the co-pilot. Now, even how the way our brains work, men are more rational brain thing. I think that's the right side, left side, I'm not quite sure anymore. And women are more creative, more emotional on that part. How I see that is, you need fucking both. That's what I'm saying. Don't fucking stick like, nope, we just need the man side, or nope, we just need femininity and we just need that. That's why you need both. Just how you need a mother and a father to make a fucking kid, to fuck and then make a kid. So the man is driving, and the men are good at setting goals and going for it. The men are straight creatures. The men just go from point A to point B, which is important if you want to get somewhere, but it can be restrictive. We can't become blind to how you call it, varieties, or how do you say, not even varieties or differences or variables. Thank you, man. We can't be numb to variables. We can't be numb to things. That's why we need the creative, more emotional woman mind who might be able to see shit that we don't even think about, so that we don't drive straight even though the road actually takes a turn. Because men think like this, women think like this. So you need your co-pilot, and that's when you need a strong woman. So a woman will tell you, hey, you're driving us down a cliff, you need to maybe take a turn there. And that's when you need a sensitive man that's not all up in his ego and be like, shut up, bitch, you don't know what you're talking about. But man was like, really, you think? Okay, I know you, I trust you, I know you are smart, and I know you are strong enough to not just, because strength is not just being able to say shit. Because if you're saying something to me because you're hurt, that's not really strength, you're just hurt. If she's telling me, yeah, I know where you're going is wrong, not because she really thinks like, oh, we might be going the wrong way, because she just wants to make me feel like I'm wrong and she's right, that is not strength. Exactly on the opposite around, if the man is telling you don't know what you're talking about, bitch, because he just don't want her to be right, that's not strength either. So my point is, we need each other. Men need women and women need men. And because that's what makes me mad. Because we say women are the driver and men are the driver, women are the co-pilot. That doesn't mean that women are less important. That doesn't mean that women are less than men. We do have our roles. We do need each other. We do need to support each other. And as long as we don't have that, there won't be no balance, and the Fire Nation is gonna fuck us all. Don't let the Fire Nation fuck us, dog. That's not what it is. So there's a difference between just strength and insecurity, you know? So if you're insecure about something, you're overcompensating, that's not real strength. Strength is sometimes to just let her decide, let her do the shit. Because I remember something that I wanted to say. Let me finish that thought though first. Because strength is sometimes even just letting him be wrong. Like, okay, like you know he's wrong. You motherfucker know what you're talking about, like, but just let him, if it makes him happy, just let him be wrong for once. If it doesn't doom you both. Because if you in a relationship, if you're not trying to get somewhere, you're not trying to build something, what are you doing? Unless it's established, like, okay, this is a purely fuck relation, or this is a purely just whatever. Like I said, everyone can do whatever the fuck they want to do. I'm super gassy, yo. Anyway, what I wanted to say is trust. So, this is a bit more of a personal part right now. I'm talking a bit more about myself than the generalization thing here. What I look for in a woman is pretty simple. I used to have this list of this idealized image in my head, and like I will always be checking like person that I will meet with the list and whatever. At this point, I'm very simple right now. I'm more of a, like I said, I'm looking for strength and kindness, because like I said, if you're just a strong, independent woman that cannot be sensitive, I'm not interested in you, because if I want a strong, I'll fuck a dude. The fuck, like, I want a woman. You understand? So, trust. I need to be able to trust you enough for you to tell me when I'm wrong. If you just tell me that I'm wrong when you want to feel right, then I cannot trust you as my co-pilot. Because then if you tell me every time, you gotta go right, okay, am I? Nah. Every time I'm gonna be judging myself, I'm gonna be doubting myself, because your criticism is not valid. Your points are not valid. You don't use your strength to make adjustments when it's actually necessary. You just do it for personal reasons. So I need to trust you. If I know you, like, I don't like dumb girls in general, but like if you're my girl for reasons. Like, you whatever reasons they are, like different reasons. Like I said, I don't have the list, but if you know, you know. When there's certain things that you do like intelligence and humor and whatever. But I know you and I trust you. And if you tell me, yo, we need to go right, I know, okay, we need to go right. If she's telling me that, then I fucking know. If she's not telling me anything, I'm good. On the other hand, the girl needs to trust me. Your woman needs to trust you to be the guy, to be the driver, to be the leader. If you a weak ass, bitch ass nigga, and you can't drive, you don't know what you're doing, of course she's not gonna let you drive. Of course she's not gonna, because she's not gonna trust you. But if you a man who protects and provides and it's about his shit and knows what he's about to do, knows what is, is a fucking man, this bitch couldn't care less. She's fucking taking a nap. Her go, you know what's up, you know what's up. That's the dynamic. Because that's the trust in each other. So she trusts that I know where I'm going, that I can drive my fucking car, and I trust that she can tell me valid fucking shit that I might miss. You understand? Because nobody's perfect. We all need our other half. Everybody needs their yang to their yin, or their yin to the yang. And even in ourselves, we have the yin and the yang. Even in ourselves, we have the feminine and the masculine. And we need to get that shit in order. For the longest time, the yang, the masculine energy, has been way too strong on this planet, and women have been oppressed and shit has been going down. This is what happens. You just saw what happens when men are too in control of shit. You saw all the wars, all the colonialism, much shit, even though Queen Victoria, whatever. But still, you see what happens on the one end of the extreme. Why are we now slowly going to the other end of the extreme? That's not the fucking point. We need to find ourselves in the middle, trust and support each other, and fucking stop looking for outside shit. 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 And that's actually the point. The last 10-15 minutes were probably what I wanted to say the whole time, but I needed to kind of work myself up to this. So yeah, I think that's it. I think I'm done. Misa's very done. In any case, man, I still have hope. You have to. Sometimes hope is even worse than fear of failure, but it is what it is. There needs to come a time. I hope there comes a time when we all when we realize that we need each other and we need to be kind to each other, and that balance is important. That is when I understand the thinking of we've been suppressing you, oppressing you for so many times. Now it's our turn. I understand that vengeance thinking, but for the sake of future generations, we should not go into that category, because in the end, no one's gonna win. We're all gonna lose. And if you are my Disney princess who is out there somewhere, where the fuck are you? Where the fuck are you? Do you see the time? Do you see the time? I've been looking for you everywhere. You're not showing up. No, I'm just kidding around. I'm done. I'm fucking hungry. I'm fucking tired. My name is Rev. If you didn't know, now you do know. I appreciate you a lot if you watched this whole through. If you did, like I said, you need to get checked. You got some issues. And yeah, you are the love that you're looking for. That is my last corny line of the day. Peace. I love you guys. Bye.